Because I believe in the traditional Republican views that everybody should be treated equally and fairly under the law, that the Republican Party was the party that was created around the notion of freedom and liberty. Throughout the course of history, we always led the civil rights movement, the women's suffrage movement. We've done a lot of things, expanding the tent for civil rights. And I feel very comfortable with the history of the party. I'm also a small business owner. I also think that I support our free enterprise system. I think that the smaller government is a good thing. I think people should be making choices for themselves rather than the government making choices for them. So on a lot of the philosophies of both economic and as far as individual rights go, I feel very comfortable in the party. Of course, I would call Rudy Giuliani, and he came for me last time and helped me. He was obviously a hit in my area because I think people really respect the fact that he was an independent-minded leader, and the fact that he's Italian doesn't hurt either. So he's somebody I have a lot of, that I think very highly of. Yeah, I think a lot of the members in the Republican caucus were, I might not agree with them on every issue, understand that in order to be a truly national party, you have to have members elected all around the country. And the fact that there isn't a Republican congressman in Massachusetts or the entire region of New England is definitely, I think, you can't be a national party without being everywhere. And having a little diversity within the party, I think, is a good thing. So I felt very comfortable with all the members, and a lot of the members were very supportive of me. Well, I think we're doing really well fundraising-wise. We were able to raise enough money the last cycle to be competitive, and when you're running, especially the second time around, it's a good vote of confidence to get from people that they're willing not only to say that I'll support you, but to actually be able to write a check and to help you. We've been really, honored and just delighted at the response that I've got since I've started. A lot of the people who helped me last time are back on board again, and we've been able to pick up a lot of new supporters as we've gone along. Well, you know what? I've been through this a couple of times, and the way I look at it is, I know what I'm about. I know what I want to talk to people about. The message, that the government's too big, that we need to get Washington under control. We need people who will work together. I feel like if that's what I'm out talking to people, it doesn't really matter who I end up with against in September. I think people are tired of Washington right now, and they're just tired of the same old, same old. I think it was Einstein who said, the definition of insanity is doing things over and over again and expecting a different result. And people really, I think, are more open to change right now than they've ever been. So I don't really care who's on the other side. I know what I'm about, and really want to establish a great rapport with the voters in the district.